Good morning everyone, it's Yvonne here from the Aussie Goddess to do your What's Cracking reading for Friday the 10th of July. Firstly, big thank you to everyone for subscribing to my channel, for all of your support. It's been absolutely beautiful, but I have been so busy this week, which has been awesome. I do want to say please check out the groups below. I now have groups running in August at an earlier time in Australia, which is more helpful, I guess, for people overseas. A lot of people saying that they couldn't join because the timing was right, so please check them out. I am changing them again for September, but I'll just roll with what I need to do at the moment while I'm learning what you guys need. If you would like a personal reading, all my details are below. You can find out through www.theaussiegoddess.com. The only things I need to really know from you straight up, which you can put in the comments, are things like where you live, so I can look at timing and whether you'd like your reading delivered by Zoom, Skype, Messenger, WhatsApp, if you're overseas. If you're in Australia, I can send you bank details and we can do it by phone. And donations, well, gratefully accepted, helping me to grow the channel. I've spent a lot on stuff trying to upgrade a little bit, so hopefully a little bit more as I go forward and learn what I need and what I can do. We're going to get into your reading now, and I'm going to use the Connolly Tarot, although I do know I need to have a bit of a change of scenery. All right, let's go for it. Oh, Spirit, not so clear this morning. Okay, Queen of Cups coming out. Now, the Queen of Cups represents the water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But the Queen of Cups as a person or as an energy is very open. Her heart is very open. She's often, very expressive with her emotions, very in tune with her emotions. And she's very spiritual. She has good intuition. She can represent a mother figure as well. But she's in her divinity. She's really in touch with who she is. All right, there seems to be some sort of message coming through, perhaps from a water sign, that almost seems to be, it's like it's agitated or anxious. So I feel like this person is trying to express themselves, but perhaps not really being able to grasp exactly what they want to say. Okay, there's a closing out of some sort of cycle. For some of you, this could be somebody closing off a relationship, or trying to end a relationship, or trying to move a relationship to a new level here. Because we do have the World, which talks about closing things off. Somebody doesn't look like they're happy here. Maybe you're not happy because this person's held back on you here. This person may be holding back on a conversation or some sort of communication here. And it may be that you're closing out some sort of cycle because there's sadness here. So it looks to me like you're walking away from someone because there has been some sort of lack of communication. I feel like they're going to come in though, but I don't think they really know how to express themselves or tell you what they need or want from you. But I feel like you're it looks to me like you're a bit overwaiting for this, whatever it is. So I think you're either moving on or you're closing shop, as I always say. Yeah, it looks that way, doesn't it? No, thank you, shop's closed. Ah, gee, I love how Spirit does that. It's so clever. Okay, so we have an offer being, I don't really know it's being refused, but it's certainly not being taken at this time. This person's here going, yeah, look at this. I've got 3 already. Why on earth would I want that one? He's got his finger out like this. He isn't interested in the cup at all. It just looks the same as what he's had before. And he's really bored with what he's already got. So this new thing is just not doing anything for him at all. He's already got enough. So let's have a look and see what that's all about. Oh, chuckle, chuckle. Okay. Might just trying to get the camera exactly right. I've moved it around for personal readings, so it sort of gets nudged about a bit, and I think it's a little bit lower than what it would normally be, but that's okay. We'll roll. Alrighty. Then we have the card of transition. Okay, I think that I got this in that bit up the front there. There seems to be some sort of need or, I don't know whether you call it requirement for change. There's certainly somebody saying, look, what you're offering me isn't just on, you know, I'm worth a whole lot more than that. That just isn't enough for me. Something needs to change here in order for this offer to be accepted. And maybe that's the conversation that needs to be had. Maybe somebody's in a relationship that the person is not really investing what they believe they should be investing in a relationship. All right, yeah, we have the Hanged Man coming through here. Major Arcana, Major Arcana. And the Five of Pentacles. So we have some really, with the Five of Pentacles, Four of Cups, and then the Four of Cups and the Five of Cups at the beginning, we've got quite a low, flat energy here. Somebody here is, look, I always think with these particular cards, it's really evident that someone is not seeing things for how they should be. Now, whether or not this is the person you're dealing with who's not really offering you what you deserve because they've got this blindfold on, or whether you're not seeing what's being offered. Because there seems to be a lot of soul searching going on here. And I feel like this is some sort of gift from the divine here. There is something definitely divinely happening here. But perhaps someone has to understand how to pull their socks up, put the effort in. Because there's a calling. There's a calling for it to change. There's even a little person in this one here. Maybe you're dealing with someone who's very immature. I feel this Tower energy here as well. Something's got to change. So either someone's not offering you what you want, someone's not realizing or knowing how to put into something. Someone's skimming the surface, Spirit's saying here, if that means anything to you. So it's sort of like maybe just giving you tidbits, small amounts, trying to sort of get away with just giving you little small amounts of things rather than putting in an effort. I always feel like somebody's then waiting for someone else to come along. That's how it feels. Don't put up with it. Don't put up with it. Okay, so we have the Ten of Pentacles coming in here. I love this. With the Lovers card, again with the divine coming in here to give it a bit of a kickstart. And there's another offer. It's still Page though, but it's more loving. This one's more love. The other one just seems to me like someone doesn't know how to express themselves. This time they're coming in from this place of love. I'm not saying you have to put your foot down, and I'm not saying that you have to be angry or aggressive about something. You've just got to express your needs. You've got to be able to say to someone, this isn't what I want, and if it's not what I want, I'm willing to move on and look for something else. Because if you don't want what you've got, well, then I will close shop on you. This is very much about making a choice on, you know, do you run with this small amount, or do you play for, you know, bigger stakes here? Do you risk losing a little bit in order to find a lot? If this person isn't willing to give it to you, then, you know, maybe someone else is. So there's sort of like this feeling here that you're trying to understand, you know, how do I move this to the next level? If you've been with someone for a long time and you're still at the same level in your relationship, it's not healthy. It's not healthy. There needs to be a commitment here, and it feels like there's not a commitment. There we have the Emperor. So you are having someone who is going to level up here, or you've got someone new coming in to perhaps offer you marriage. I have a feeling, though, this is what you want. You want this stability. You want something long term. And I feel like you want it from this person. It's not like you just want it for the sake of it. It's like you want something more committed with this person. But this person is, you know, having to move here from a Page to an Emperor. So they're going to have to do a lot of growing up. And do you sit around and wait here for that cup to be offered to you? You know, if it's not what you want, then maybe, you know, sitting around waiting isn't right for you either. But that's not about getting angry or upset about it. It's just about saying, this is what I want in my life. Are you willing to offer it to me, or do we move on and we find other people? That's what it's feeling like to me. So I don't know if your person, they do look like there is love here though. I've got to say to you, it doesn't look like this person is playing you or playing games or anything. I just don't know that they know what you need from them. I think they're just coasting along thinking they're happy. They're satisfied with what's going on, so what's wrong with you? But if you want more, you're going to have to learn how to be assertive here. And you know what? If that person runs, they weren't worth your time in the first place. That's the way I see it. Yeah, we have moving forward here. So we have looking towards the future and moving forward, waiting for your ships to come in. So it feels to me like this conversation is either going to make or break this particular situation for the better, regardless of which way it goes. You can't make a mistake. If this person doesn't want to put in or put out, and they decide to, say no to you, well, you haven't really lost anything because you're going to keep going the same way. And that gives you the opportunity then to call it off and move in a different direction. If this person then steps it up because they haven't seen what you wanted and maybe thought you were happy with things the way they were, I mean, at the end of the day, not everybody can mind read. So if you're not saying it, how does a person know? So a lot of this feeling is that you're not asking for what you want. And if you ask for what you want, this person may come through for you. But if you're not speaking up and saying something, I don't think they really understand that they're doing anything wrong. And, as I said, a lot, if you're not saying anything and you look happy all the time and you seem content and you're, plodding along with things, people don't really know if you know any different, unless you're very intuitive. If you're really intuitive, you might pick up on the person's energy. But for the sake of a relationship, if it's not what you want, why are you still persevering with this? Because you're obviously bored, unhappy, or not really getting what you want here. It's just the same as what you've experienced before. And is that really what you want? Because you look to me like you want somebody else. You want someone who's going to step up to the plate. Okay, so some of you could be dealing with someone who is Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. This could be your energy too. You could be starting to tune into what you really want from life. There seems to be a conversation that needs to take place to close out something that isn't working here. There is not a lot of happiness in this card. Communication coming through. Somebody who's feeling passionate, using your intuition. This is what the universe is saying to you. You need to step up to the plate if you want your person to step up to the plate. Basically. Oh, they're going for these cards this morning. But it's all about communication, clear communication. What do you want? And as I always say, what does your soul want? There we go. Look at that. First chakra, Archangel Michael, number 35. I love it when we go straight to the page. I hardly had to move any there. Michael holds a beautiful globe of red energy at the first chakra, which is located at the base of the spine. This is the place where your sense of stability and security is stored. When this card is upright, it reveals that your energy is flowing freely regarding these issues. Even if you've had problems with feeling secure in the past, these challenges are beginning to be resolved at this time. Archangel Michael is with you, bringing you strength and personal stability. You are capable of taking action and moving forward on your path. So allow yourself to feel increasing faith in your own power and security now and always. There's no better advice than that. You are in a place where you can speak up and say what you want. And it looks like you've got angelic backing here. Have a great day.